Hi, welcome to Jesus Bar. Today we're gonna mix a Rye and Apple cocktail perfect for Thanksgiving. A few months ago I made a shochu apple sour drink. Then we had an event featuring that drink, and after that I was left with a bottle of this really nice cloudy apple juice. A few days ago I was like, what can I do with it? Let me think about something. I tasted it and I thought a great pairing with it would be rye whiskey. So I developed this recipe, which now I'm gonna propose to you. Let's start with the odd component out of this cocktail, and it's gonna be drugs. No, I'm joking. It's gonna be malt bitters. I made these malt bitters, which are basically spicy chocolate bitters, using a recipe I found on Serious Eats, and I'm gonna put the ingredients right here and the recipe down below. And I prepared them at home, these malt bitters, because I cannot find a commercial available brand here in Japan. What came out is something that, yes, it's a bit chocolatey, but it's a lot spicy. Spicy like cinnamon spice, and also spice like hot spice. Actually, the only thing I changed in this recipe is I didn't use the Mexican pepper they were suggesting, but I used a milder Italian peperoncino. Still, for me, this stuff is plenty spicy because I cannot really eat or drink spicy stuff. Why I thought of more bitters? It's because after mixing this cocktail, it was slightly bland and slightly sweetish, and I thought, like, you know what will fix this cocktail? More bitters. Just one dash. I'm measuring 0.6 milliliters, which is what I consider one dash, and I will suggest no more than that. At least for me, this is perfect amount. It's gonna give us the spiciness, but it's not gonna ruin the flavor of the rye whiskey. Anyway, now we go on with equal parts of our components. Well, kind of. Yeah, now I'm gonna specify it better, but yeah, 45 milliliters of cloudy apple juice or freshly squeezed. I sometimes freshly squeeze my apple juice. Is just really hard to do. And then one part of white vermouth, which we are gonna split in two. So we're gonna do 45 milliliters of white vermouth, but we're gonna do 22.5 milliliters or 3/4 of an ounce of dry vermouth, Carpano dry, and then 22.5 milliliters of white semi-sweet vermouth. I have here the Blanc Blanc, and this is because I actually tried mixing this cocktail with the white vermouth only or with the dry vermouth only, and one was too sweet, the other was too dry. This is the perfect combination, just right down the middle with both of them. And then we finish with rye whiskey, and I have this wonderful 100 proof Texas rye from Balcones, which has plenty of chocolate notes and cinnamon, and it's gonna match perfectly with the malt bitters, or I should say the other way around. The malt bitters match perfectly this rye whiskey, and we are done. Now I'm gonna proceed slightly differently than other time, and I'm gonna get this glass that I'm gonna use for my cocktail filled with ice cubes, and then I'm gonna crack it, the ice that is, in my shaker. The fact that I fill the glass with ice assures that the amount should be about right, and then I'm gonna give it a lazy shake. Just like that. We don't wanna overshake this. Anyway, it's not super strong, having a lot of apple juice inside, and then we pour straight into our tumbler glass, just like that. And let me decorate with some fresh mint. And I'm gonna use this small sprig of orange mint. Orange mint is a slightly stronger mint, which I think matches this cocktail quite nicely. And there you go. I would like to call this cocktail the Thanks for the Recovery of the Global Supply Chain cocktail. Just because this cocktail contains things from all over the world, and without a global supply chain we couldn't really have it. We have Italy, France, US, Japan, and who knows how many countries in the spices in these bitters. So, cheers. It's nice. I'm really happy with the blend of the two vermouth, which brings the sweetness at the exact right level. The more bitter dash is essential because it provides a spiciness that otherwise this cocktail would be lacking. And as I said, the flavor profile matches perfectly with Balcones Rye, which has cinnamon, chocolate, especially those two flavors. And the apple juice, man, apple juice is nice. Apple juice is fresh, apple juice is sweet. It's also healthy, really healthy cocktail. And I really think this cocktail done like this with this easy cracked ice, it's a really nice sipper while you're on the couch watching your Thanksgiving football games. Like this. Nice. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Shake yourself another Thanksgiving cocktail. I think now I have 2 or 3 on my channel. And hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers. The tentative name for this cocktail was The Fall of Reason, and I intended it as a pun because the fall of reason, meaning the decadence, the end of reason, is the name of a song by progressive thrash metallers, seminal progressive thrash metallers Watchtower, which were from Texas, I think, matching the origin of this rye. But it could also mean fall, meaning autumn, the autumn of reason, meaning a really rational season or a really rational cocktail. But we don't live in really rational times, and this is not a really rational cocktail. It's just a good cocktail. So, again, I name this after the recovery of the global supply chain.